Well, as of 8 a.m. this morning, the National Hurricane Center has identified a third area of potential tropical development. So let's break down all of them, starting with that newest one. Now, this is in the northwestern Atlantic. Basically, what we're looking at here is an area of low pressure, a non-tropical area of low pressure. But what's supposed to happen is while it kind of sits here, it's going to interact with the warm waters of the Gulf Stream, which could potentially support some further tropical development in the coming days. The chances of development, though, are extremely low. You'll notice only a 10% over the next 2 or 7 days. It has to happen within the next 2 days because what this system is eventually going to do is drift further towards the north, where it's going to run into some much cooler waters and kind of squash its chances of overall development. So not looking super impressive, but the National Hurricane Center is monitoring it nonetheless. Another area that we have over in the Atlantic is Invest 96L. We have been watching this system for many days. Remember, Invest is the term that the National Hurricane Center gives a system when it expects that the system will develop into a tropical depression or a tropical storm within the next 7 days. Despite 96L being an Invest, it's continuing to lose chances of potential development. There's dry air in the region. Overall, this system just does not have a great chance of developing. Got about a 10% now over the next 2 or the next 7 days. Really not expecting much from this system. On the other hand, we are expecting to see much from this system over in the eastern tropical Atlantic here. This was a tropical wave that pushed off the west coast of Africa, continued drifting further towards the west, and produced some showers and thunderstorms, has now become a large area of showers and thunderstorms that is beginning to organize. So what's expected to happen here, this area of showers and thunderstorms is going to keep pushing further towards the west into what we call the main development region of the Atlantic. Once it's in this region, it's going to interact with some really warm sea surface temperatures, less wind shear, and plenty of tropical moisture to support the further development of this system. It is now at a 90% chance of development over the next 2 days. So much so that the National Hurricane Center says it could be a tropical depression by sometime later this morning. Now, once it's continuing to sit over this main development region, it could develop further into a tropical storm or even into a hurricane. That's why the chances of development are also at 90 over the next 7 days. So if this does, which it is looking likely, become our next named storm of the season, it will be the 5th named storm of the 2025 season, taking the E name, which would be Erin. So we'll kind of watch this for the rest of the day today and see what it does. Overall, activity continuing to increase as we head throughout the month of August.